Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. And the Wolverines will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Tar Heels offense will get first crack at it today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. So Michigan's offense will go to work for the first time today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Scanning the field is Hart. Fires to the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Greasy, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Off play action on first down. Caught. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Well, this running back can beat you with a lot of tools. He's got speed, he can shake you, he can spin away, and now he shows you the stiff arm. That was lethal before walking into the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. To the air on first down. Got a man in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Henderson. They're working that left side. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Floating away. Trying to make magic with his feet. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Under fire. They've got the screen set up. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. The play action fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Wolverines want to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
With the catch, it's Gage. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Marks. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. He'll do it himself. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They think there's room to run to the right here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now facing a 3rd and long. Now the play fake. He makes a grab. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Setting up the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Well, the offense trying to get the screen pass to the running back and get him out into space to do some damage, but the defense not having it. No gain on that play.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking to pass. It's Hart. Bringing the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got it in the middle, it's Marks. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David. There he goes. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Tar Heels just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking downfield on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Immediately fires to the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Tar Heels will hustle to the line. Back to pass, it's Henderson. Big fella moving. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone. Know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Power football with the run. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Cade. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Wolverines are rolling down the field.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And the Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
This quarterback part of their running game. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Hart. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. On that last drive, defense had no idea what sent it downfield. Catch inside the 25. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hart. Here comes the heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Brings it down on the right side. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? He's taking the shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Henderson. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So here comes the Michigan offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After those last 2 plays, let's see if they can get it out of reverse on 3rd and 18. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Henderson. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run play action. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Showing the arm strength to the left. Makes a grab for a big play.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
He's going to run it. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. The Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll heave it deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Under 30 seconds to go here in the half. Let's see how they play it on 1st and 10. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a play! It's intercepted. Got room on the return. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw. It's Henderson. Buys a little time with his feet. Rolling right and going deep. Makes the grab deep. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys there on Stadium Drive at Keenan Memorial.
Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and kick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Dropping back, it's Hart. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Punt is in the air. pushes through the tackle. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds him out of the backfield. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, North Carolina! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And you're really starting to see the chemistry that this guy is developing with his quarterback. They hooked up for a touchdown the first game. They do it again here. These two are on the same page.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner will be brought down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll go to the ground. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Trying to move them on the counter. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Henderson. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
He's got him. And he's brought down after a nice game.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot play.
Touchdown, Tar Heels! And the route is on.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. Talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scary.
That makes the score North Carolina 35.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll pull it on the read. Nice move to pick up yardage. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Wolverines, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking for a man. It's Hart. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. The sure hands. It's Marks. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Kane. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll run the option. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. That's caught. It's Weeks. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Weeks. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to scramble. He's going to fire to the left. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Escapes the pressure to his right. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Back to throw, it's Henderson. Catch in the middle, it's Weeks. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there. Senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Tar Heels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. The Tar Heels line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Touchdown, UNC! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down.
And the Michigan offense will take over.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. To the air, it's Hart. Oh, they're after him! And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. He gets a block, and the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Going right to work up top. Dumps it off in the flats. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. He's not quite going to make it to the marker. They'll spot it at the 37, and now a decision on 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Using the quick game. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Find some fresh air. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Completes it in the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Steps away. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag.
Intentional ground.
So the intentional grounding call will be a loss of down, and now it's 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. That is no good. And they missed a field goal. Something has gone wrong today.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese.